How long do you think it'll be before they get back on?
As soon as the weather stabilises.
Days?
As soon as the weather stabilises.
Is it going to break up? I mean, you're sort of saying that the back is moving, the front is fixed. There are signs of what the hull bending and
We've got naval architects working on that. I've only just got back from the airport with the photographs, and so the naval architects are now going through and assessing the damage that they can observe from that, from those photographs, and they start modelling it. They start looking at what holds have water in them, what don't have water in them, and those sorts of things, and they start doing some calculations about what is the strength of what's left in the vessel.
Is it still leaking oil?
I didn't see any new signs of oil coming out, which is actually tells us that there is a high probability that the wing tanks 5, port and starboard, are in good condition. We don't know about the forward wing tanks. Clearly the 3 port was empty. 3 starboard had about 170 tonnes in it. That was before the vessel started moving yesterday. But as I say, the wing port and starboard number 5 tanks seem to be in good condition.
You said there were signs of deformation. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
When you look down the side of the hull of the vessel, you'd normally see a nice straight set of plating, metal plates. But what happens is that when you start deforming it, it gets all a little bit wobbly in a couple of places. It's like a piece of metal. If you're bending a piece of metal, you'll see a little bit of a ripple there. That's on one side. On the other side, there is more deformation, but it's harder to see what's happening with that, because the list is putting the majority of the sides of that vessel underwater, so we can't really see as much. But there are signs of deformation on the starboard side as well.
So you're worried about it breaking up? Are you worried that deformation may lead to something more serious?
I've got the naval architects working really hard at the moment to give me that information, to model it and actually understand what are the impacts of the damage that they're seeing. They are the world's best that we can, they are the world's best, and they're sitting there working right now in those calculations.
Catherine, can I just ask you, this has got to be a nightmare scenario.
It's certainly not a situation that we'd ever wished that the New Zealand public would find themselves facing, and as I've said, 3 to 4 incidents like this occur around the world every year, and it's just bad luck that this is actually off the Tauranga coast.
Catherine, there's criticism of a lack of PR from Maritime New Zealand for people in the Bay of Plenty. Even this morning, the wind blowing oil onto people's houses, people who are around the beach. How do you respond to that? They're talking about maybe websites that you can keep people informed, people could go to. They're saying that it's only us in the news media that are actually providing the information to them.
We've begun a much stronger community liaison program. I spoke to people last night, and we will be moving out into the community. As you can understand, this is a very, very fast-moving game for everybody. The weather has not helped us. We're unable to see out very clearly, and so we're having to often rely on reports from the public as to what is happening as well. There's a wide area that is affected.
Catherine, who can keep the public informed in terms of what the health risk might be, if there is one at all?
We have a public health team that is working in the Incident Command Centre. That is their role and responsibility. I've just come from a meeting with the local councils and the mayors, and they are going to work alongside the Civil Defence team to ensure that we get more and more information out there.
Standing on Papamoa Beach this morning with Minister Crosby, it was evident that there was oil coming off the water in the wind, and it was on our faces. I mean, that has got to be a risk.
He explained that to me as well, and Chris, who was there, said that the way in which the oil has moved through the water and how quickly it's moved will be causing that. We are concerned, and we will be considering issuing masks to people because that becomes a concern.
Are the fumes an issue? They're so much stronger now than when the oil first reached the shore.
I'm told that they are at Papamoa.
Catherine, are you contingency planning for the ship to break up?
We are contingency planning for a number of eventualities, including the breaking up of the ship.
Thank you.